Now I'm going to show you how to create different textures with your watercolors using items that you might have around your house. So for example, if I take and layer some watercolor on my paper, it works well with darker colors. I'm going to do what's called a lifting technique. So if I crumple up my paper towel, press it on top, and then lift it, it will lift the paint color, leaving a texture. Try using different amounts of pressure to change the look of the texture. You can also do a lifting technique with cling wrap or saran wrap. So if I take and add some paint here on my paper, then I'm going to take my cling wrap and place it on top. What's different with this technique, we want to leave it on top and let it dry for a little bit. After it dries for a little bit, when we lift it up, you will also see kind of that wrinkly texture in your paint. We will take a look at the results here in a minute. The next technique I want to show you is called gather. So we're going to take a little bit more paint here, and it needs to have paint mixed with water, and we're going to paint it on the surface of our paper, and then using like table salt, if we sprinkle it on top of our paint, the particles of salt will gather in or absorb the color, creating this speckled texture to your watercolor. Once the paint is dry, you would brush the salt off of your paper. And here's what it looks like once you lift up the saran wrap. So these are a few ways that you could try and create texture in your watercolor painting.